everybody, welcome to a new episode of Watch Us Play. That's what this is.
Yeah.
I'm Eric Norris, alongside Joe Davidson.
Hello.
Yeah, Joe's laughing because I accidentally called this the podcast.
Yeah, welcome to a new episode of Next Gen News.
Whatever.
Where am I?
Listen, if I could talk in Spanish, I'd do so for the start of this episode. We're
playing...
Andale!
Or something,
There
right?
you go.
Is that Spanish? I don't even...
Sure. I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to that, so I'll just admit that. So this is Drinkbox Studios' latest game, Guacamelee.
Awesome.
Clever play on words, so we're already interested. This is their follow-up to Tales from Space Mutant Blobs Attack.
There you go.
It's a big old name. This is out now for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita. It's a cross-buy, cross-save game, so you can buy it for one, and you get you can basically download it for the other.
Yep.
And then transfer your saves on the cloud.
It's $15 too, so it's not expensive. And I actually just completed the game, and I think it took me just over 6 hours.
Okay.
So for $15,
that's not too bad.
And then there's more to do. Like I left areas of the map uncovered.
Right. Okay. So. That's perfect. Let's talk about what Guacamelee is. Because thus far you've seen a little bit of light platforming and then these beat 'em up areas. So I think Drinkbox categorizes it as one of those Metroidvania type of games. It's got the brawling elements, but it also has exploration bits. So there is an overarching world map that you go back and forth on once you learn and find new abilities.
Yeah.
Right?
So that's the general core of like Metroidvania. What that term means is that areas of the world won't be reachable until you have the abilities to reach them. So for instance, I just jumped into that like area by way of uppercut.
Right.
The uppercut is something that I unlock.
Right.
So it's areas of the world are inaccessible until you get the power-ups necessary to get to them.
Right. That uppercut is the first one you get in the game. I mean, we're picking up this recording probably 15 minutes into the actual game after kind of the prelim story stuff.
Yeah.
After you've already become this lucha libre. This luchador.
Yeah, man.
And in this game's world, they're basically superheroes.
Right.
I mean, they're a big
in
deal.
Real world anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I get a good combo here. The goat even flies in and congratulates me for my efforts.
Right. So as you mentioned, you finished the game. The only experience I have with it is, what we played for recording this and what we played at PAX East a few weeks back.
Right.
And I was sold on the game, and the art style is awesome.
One of a kind, right? Yeah.
As you can tell, it's also laced nonstop with video game references.
So. Yeah, we're gonna hop into one of those rooms here in just a minute, so you kind of see us stopping. While we were playing this, we were just kind of like sitting there pointing shit out to one another. Right. Which that comes up here in about 5 minutes. We'll point it out to you as well.
Right. So what I was saying is
sorry.
It's okay. It's all right. But having finished the game, since I can't comment on that, satisfied, like completely?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I wound up giving it an 8 on another site, but it's definitely worth $15.
Okay.
And for people who are fans of the 2D like combo based fighting, light platforming genre, it's good. I mean, the humor is almost enough to carry this whole thing. Right. But on top of that, on top of the art style, on top of the humor, there's a really, really well made, simple combo-based fighter.
I've noticed you've picked up some skills considerably since you and I played it together. At PAX East. And that's another thing we should mention. We don't actually play this, but you can see in the upper right the 2P press.
Grumpy cat right there.
There you go. There's a Grumpy cat reference.
Sorry.
The 2P press start button in the upper right. You can play this whole game couch co-op style with a buddy.
Yeah.
Joe and I dabbled in that at PAX. When we were kind of learning the ropes of combat, but Joe's learned his stuff since.
Yeah, well, I mean, I played through the game. I would hope that I was remotely better than us sitting down to play it for the first time. Me gusta guavas,
Me gusta face. Is that what that meme's called?
Me gusta face. And here comes the room filled with them.
So let's see if we can rattle off most of them here once Joe jumps in. And this is like, if you consider that a spoiler, sorry, but there's plenty more.
Yeah, so you've got a bunch of Legend of Zelda references, Castle Crashers over there on the right.
Yep, there's the Mario Brothers kind of right in the middle.
Mega Man's on the left. You see the E-Tank there.
Yep. Tales from their previous game, the Mutant Blobs Attack.
Yeah, and you noticed in Mutant Blobs Attack that they reference Guacamelee.
There's a banner or poster for Guacamelee, and Mutant Blob Attack came out forever ago.
Yeah.
So you know, they were thinking ahead as far as like what they were doing for the next
deep,
game.
Bro.
Yeah, that's big. There's also, funny enough, the Destructoid little robot there.
Mr. Destructo or Destruction.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is, but
yeah. he's on there. So, and these are but a small sampling.
Yeah,
like
we noticed references. I mean, like Eric and I in this outside of this room and outside of Me Gusta Lemon and Grumpy Cat, we noticed like a slew of just random like artwork based references. That Eric, you noticed the Metroid Prime or Metroid-esque statues.
Yeah, and there's even like those Chozos. Is that what those things are called from like Metroid Prime?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
those
yeah,
ancient.
yeah.
I think that even like factors into like one of the early like story beats when you learn that uppercut thing.
Yeah, so it's definitely it takes its inspiration from indies, but then it takes its inspiration from classic, like Nintendo, like regular Nintendo games.
Right.
So, and I think that's definitely gives you a good vibe of what Guacamelee is. And I have to say that I played this through the entire way on the PS Vita. I only played a little bit on the PlayStation 3.
Right.
You're seeing it right now on the PlayStation 3, obviously, but I love it on the Vita too. It's a great little game.
Right, and this is the hard part for me. Here's an OMAC reference, straight up Legends of the Hidden Temple for the high 20s among us, right. like Joe and I. Very familiar with OMAC.
Shrine of the Golden Monkey.
So playing at PAX, I came away from PAX like really excited that this game was out.
Yeah.
Playing it here for this video, once again, I'm like, I want to continue playing this.
Right.
But I'm also kind of starved for Vita things when I travel. E3 is until June, that'll probably be the next time I actually have to, sit somewhere where I'm not physically driving or getting myself somewhere.
You got a nice 5-hour plane ride.
Right, so...
It's perfect.
It's going to be really hard resisting playing this,
Guacamelee? No, it's not. You got a computer with a shitload of games on it now.
I need more games.
More games.
You could always have more games.
You know what, though? When you do get around to playing this, it's going to be brilliant for you. You're going to really love it. And it's charming. And one of the things that I will say about the combat, and I said this to you, Eric, as we started this show, it's simple enough where just about anybody can pick it up and play it.
Right.
It's not going to be overly daunting. You could just button mash, punch your whole way through things and dodge.
Right.
And you'll survive. And the death penalty is never too massive. It doesn't throw you back so far that it's obnoxious.
Right.
But as you get better and better at this game, and as you unlock more and more, you're going to get the ability to string together way bigger combos.
Right.
And it's going to be a much more rewarding experience. So it's got both kind of like that friendly to new gamers, but then also friendly to more core gamers as well. It's not an overly difficult game, but it caters to both audiences, which is something I can really appreciate right now, especially from an indie like this.
Absolutely.
So
yeah. What do we got coming up here? So I think this is like the last room. You kind of have a little chit chat with this evil girl here. She's one of a posse that I don't think it's really spoiling anything. It happens right at the beginning, but you become a luchador by being basically sent to the land of the dead.
Right. And, you're murdered.
Right.
and I mean, they got to go save the president's daughter. Is really what it all comes down to.
Right. But she's one of the evil posse led by this skeleton-faced man that I can't remember his name.
Karaka or something like that?
Yeah, I do know another member of his team is Jaguar Javier.
Yeah. He's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So you'll get a taste of Joe here just whooping some ass.
Whooping some little termite dude here.
Yeah, I don't even know what those
they're little terrible little mini people.
Yeah. They're just
this is Guacamelee. Check it out. $15. It's out right now, right?
Yep, and that's it from us. So we'll catch you guys next time. Later.